Alright, here we go. We are here. We are live. We're roaring to go. Here for RPL F2. And this is going to be a monumental hard and up. One sec. Alright, so here we go. We are in for F2. League race itself. 20 cars in this field, and looks like it is going to be Owen going to be leading this, but Bonkers right in there with third. But a lot of cars just fiddling around, trying to get the best positions, to say the least. Anyways, looks like Bonky is going to snag pole position again. Gets a little loose out of turn 6. And as people are just fiddling around. Now, we did have one shot just couple minutes ago, but we had to restart because a banned driver by the name of Leon had joined in, and Luke gets pole, but Bonky did get pole, so he is here. So now, even though it says Bourbon getting the 4 points for pole, it is not the case. It is Bonky that will be getting the 4 points because of it. Now, with this restarted group, Groggers and FBL will be the front row. So, here we go. So, just one thing to mention. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. I am Titan Ironwolf here. Normally, I would be racing in F2 today, but unfortunately, I'm not in for this one. I'm actually taking a minor sabbatical for this event, and we are good to go for this sprint, for sprint race number 1. And the clouds are here. Now, we gotta know that F2, I do not have points because an individual has not gotten a chance to put up the point standings. But anyway, so in sprint race number 1, which was last week in Monza, Bourbon won that one. Sprint race 2 was won by QBR 20 Term, and the feature was won by MSQN. So, looks like we're going to go immediately right to the 5 red lights, and we're off and away. Here comes Scyther, very ambitious, hard into, just cuts the corner and just smacks Groggers off the track and around. That is not right on Scyther's part. Scyther got a 3-second corner cut penalty, and Groggers came out worse. He's back down dead last. Bonkers takes the lead, and the rain has already just began falling. So Scyther, I will be honest, Scyther will be getting in trouble for that. to say the least. And as looks like someone just went around, that is Dylan around. Get wrecked in an incident in turn 6. Here we go, as these guys are making their way on through, and looks like we have even more trouble. FPL now in trouble. So the front row, before they even complete a lap, has already been screwed over. Grogger's wrecked by Scyther, and FPL spins on turn 8. And we have a VSC deployed now. And wow, we have quite a few around. It looks like it is, and well, quite a few got messed up. Cryptic in the pit. Cryptic's in the pits. Groggers is in. Term is in. Luke's in. Red Eye's in. Dylan is now just coming in. VSC deployed. So after the with the VSC now out and the rain coming down, which means very soon we should be seeing wet tires come into play. But anyways, top 8, it is Bonkers, Blonde, a newcomer. Blonde doing pretty dang good, up in 2nd. Egg in 3rd, Jack in 4th, Bourbon 5th, MSQ in 6th, Liam, a reserve on loan, up to 7th, and Sazblocks up into 8th. Meanwhile, the front row at the moment for Sprint Race 2 looks like it is going to be Typical and ESN Layton. And yeah, you heard me right. Typical is back. And looks like Bonky and Blonde are coming in. They're going to chance with the wet tires. Egg will now inherit the lead. So Egg will inherit the lead now. And Term gets in trouble, 5 seconds for ignoring yellows. And another penalty. And Groggers goes around, and Term retires on the track. After an incident with Groggers, and there goes Term off there, he is out. So a lot of these people coming into the pits, chancing with these wet tires. And Bonky is the first one. As they come out and around, looks like Red Eye has spun out on the last mini straight. He's off and about. Wet tires are enabled. And Egg and Jack, they are really struggling there. Yeah, there goes Owen wide in turn 4. There comes Wavy. Nearly wide. FPL doing the same thing. Here comes Layton. He's gonna go wide. But Bonky in firm control now. Takes advantage of the restart and jumps now up into P6. And Blonde hanging on in 7th now. Provisionally, Bonky will take the lead back, and Blonde will be P2. And FPL, but FPL gets in Bonker's way. Slows him up just a little bit. Here comes Blonde looking to make a challenge. Yeah, everyone is coming in. Wavy has come in. FBL has come in. Layton should be coming in momentarily. And yeah, Layton is coming in. But the insane thing is, here goes Bonkers and Blonde battling. This is for the basically provisionally the lead. And Blonde gets a little worried about crossover by Bonkers. They're still side by side, heading down the next straight. Now up into turn 5, they make contact. Little bump between the two. But Bonkers stands firm, and he takes the place back. Well, looks like Blonde not willing to give up just yet. But yeah, Layton will inherit, is in currently all the way back in 18th. Not good for him. There goes Bonkers on Owen, clears him. Hopefully no damage, but there they go. But Bourbon now all over the back of Blonde as we go on board with Bourbon. Gets a little close. Oh, Blonde with a little slide, but keeps it on the track. Yeah, but the insane thing is, the rain is coming down hard, and Owen is still on the track, and Jack just inherited the lead. But these guys are so painfully slow. That Bonky has just caught up. And where will he go? He's going to go down the outside this time. And Egg just turned into him. And wow. Egg just turned right into Bonky on the straight. And Egg wipes himself out. But Jack now succeeds the lead to Bourbon. From Jack. Bonky's now in the lead. Bourbon's up in the second. Blonde now stuck behind Jack to try to get P3. And Blonde takes P3 now. And also inheriting fourth is MSQN. Looks like we have a problem in turn 4. I don't know. Like I said, we have a random in here. I don't know why we had 21, but we had 20. That last guy, the Heavenly Trouble, that is the band Leon. Now, the question is, are these guys... Well, Jack, Egg, and Owen are still staying out on track. I think they're mad to stay out on track. But anyways, here goes Typical now on the inside of Jack and clears him to get P5. Now Bourbon all over the back of Bonkers. This is a fight for the lead. Bourbon, off of our last standings, which was 2 rounds ago, Bourbon was sitting P3. I don't know if he's in the lead or if he is second. I don't know because Jack did not update the points. But Bourbon is all over the back of Bonkers. I mean, he did win Sprint Race 1 last week in Monza as he goes on the inside now. These guys battling it out from in there in turn 9. Getting a little tight. Bonky right up with the curbing. And these guys are getting really close. And Bonky goes slightly wide. But Bourbon inherits the lead now. And we're just about close to halfway there. Bonky, I don't think Bonky's willing to give up just yet. He may have a chance to possibly make a very daredevilish move to try to get that lead back. Question is, can Bourbon anticipate it? It looks like just slightly behind, and Bonky will slot into P2 for now. And actually, Bonky just had a slip of oversteer, and it cost him P2. Blonde inherits P2. And now, here comes MSQN. Can he make a move on the outside? Last week's feature winner. And MSQN is all over the back of Bonkers now. Egg battling Wavy for P10 right now. These two have a bit of a history. Whoa, Egg's gone very wide. I'm not sure if there was contact between the two or something else playing a factor. But who knows? But anyways, MSQN still on the back of Bonky for P3. Last step of the podium for these guys. And there is a few penalties up and about, and Bourbon just joins the 3-second penalty club. That means Blonde technically is going to win if he stays 3 seconds behind Bourbon. By the looks of it, with that 3 second, at this present time, Bourbon will fall to only P3. He'll lose P2 to Blonde and P1 to Blonde and P2 to Bonky, but he is just clear of MSQN by only about half a second now. But Bonky, though, he's gonna have to keep it up. He's only 2/10 away from being out of range. And literally, that fight for P3 is currently the only fight going on right now. Well, actually, technically, maybe not. As there's Owen and Luke having a little fun. That's all the way back in P16, and Owen has it, and he just spun around. Did Luke spin him? that'd be kind of interesting if he did. That'd be kind of interesting if Luke did spin Owen out. That would have been very interesting to say the least. But Egg tries a move and gets a little wide up against Red Eye. That fight was for P14, and Dylan just clears Jack for P10, which means Dylan, right at the moment, is sitting provisionally for pole for Sprint Race 2. Wavy is going to be alongside him in second. Oh, by looks of it right now, yep, we just found it out. Bonky has now fallen just out. Has fallen from the, I can't think of it, has just fallen out from game P2, so Bourbon will only lose the win to Blonde. So Blonde has to stay within that, and we have a safety car. The question is where? Where was it? I don't know. I didn't see where it was, but a safety car is deployed, and that is not what Bourbon wanted. That was not what Bourbon wanted at all. But for Cryptic, who's all the way in P19, that safety car was pretty much a very big blessing. As you can tell on the map, he's going into turn 3 now, and Bourbon is just about to hook up to the safety car. So Cryptic was pretty much at risk of going a lap down. But now it looks like Typical and Scyther have switched to new wet tires. Now the question is where will they come out? As he comes out, looks like he's going to be just ahead of Dylan. Yes, he is. He's going to be just ahead of Dylan in P9. So let's just take a look at the penalties here. So Scyther does have 6 seconds for that corner cut that he did on the opening lap. So I mean, literally, that safety car is really going to knock him completely out of points, as you can see here. So, Bourbon with a 3 second, Scyther with 6, Owen with 8, and Leighton with 3. And just looking at this group here, I mean, we have a lot of big movers and shakers. I mean, literally, look at some of these big movers here. As Bourbon is just coming in. Wavy, who just now joined the 3-second penalty club. Wavy has gained 11 spots since the start. Now, Wavy, he did retire at the beginning of qualifying because he had a quality ban to serve. He's got 2 to serve. The first one he just served for qualifying tonight, and next week he'll be serving his second. He gained 11 spots since the start of this event. Dylan, right behind him, he's only gained 10 since the start. And MSQN and Sazblocks both have 9. Both have 9 positions gained. But currently, the biggest losers right now, we have 3 big ones. We have 3 big ones that are big losers. We currently have, currently I'm just gonna say this: the 2 biggest losers right now It is Groggers with 14 positions lost because he started on the pole at the beginning, only to get wrecked by Scyther. And Egg, after bashing into Bonkers on the VSC after the VSC restart, he has lost 13 positions. So, once we go back to racing conditions, as Leighton has just pulled into pits and has called it, so Leighton will be starting at the back of the field for Sprint Race 2. But anyways, now with Bourbon on new set of tires, Blonde is your leader, Bonky is second, MSQN third, Liam sitting in P4. Now, we are going to have a 2-lap sprint to the end, and just looking at these things here, Bonky is at risk of a 3-second penalty if he's not careful. And the rain is still active, but Bourbon's taking a risk. He's gone to soft tires in the rain. I don't know if that's a smart idea. It looks like Dylan has had a malfunction. Anyways, so Blonde controlling the field. When will we go? Rain still in effect. It is a 2-lap dash to the finish. Who will win? Will it be Blonde? Will it be Bonky? Will it be MSQN? And, whoa, well, we just had a bug. The green's already gone. Green's already showed. I don't know why, but we're back underway. And Blonde takes off. And Bourbon starts falling. Bonky's right on his tail. MSQN just a tiny bit further behind. Liam, I guess got caught napping at the restart. He's still in fourth, but he's over a second behind MSQN. And looks like this little gamble Bourbon has taken has not worked. He's fallen all the way down to P9, and with that penalty, he's going to fall even further. And looks like Red Eye is going around. Looks like Red Eye has gone around. That's not good for him. Looks like Red Eye and Grockers are fighting for P13. But, yeah, Bourbon is just plummeting down the order. Bourbon is gonna... I think that gamble just did not work. I mean, literally, and Luke is just about ready to get himself back into the points here. He's in P9 now. But here we go, as Blonde now enters out of the final corner. We have now entered the final lap here of Sprint Race 1. I don't know the last time when a Prima driver won a race. When was the last time a Prima has won? That's going to be very difficult to tell if that is it. But Blonde is on point for a win here tonight. And Egg, track limit penalty. Scyther just plunges himself into fourth. As Sazblox and Liam are fighting it over. But now here comes Wavy on the outside. No, maybe not. But anyway, as they come into there, it looks like we had trouble again. That's Bourbon in trouble. Yeah, Bourbon spun. I mean, Bourbon, jeez, man. That gamble had really fallen apart as Lucas just jumped into P8, and Wavy just put himself into P6. But remember, Wavy does have that penalty still. But as he comes around the final corner, as he comes around the last couple corners, he kept his composure, he kept it cool, he kept it swell. Blonde is going to win Sprint Race 1. Prima back on form. Bonky will take second. MSQM will be third. Shazbox will be fourth. Liam fifth. Luke is in sixth. Dylan in seventh. Wavy eighth. And the front row for Sprint Race 2 is going to be FPL and Scyther is the front row. Wow. Like I said, I gotta find, when was the last time Primo actually won a race? Oh, there it is. Sprint Race 2 last season in Belgium. That was won by Artifact. That was the last time a Prima Racer won a race. And Blonde is the winner. Nice work. So there it is, Blonde the winner. Bonky is second, MSQN third. Very good of effort by Blonde, to say the least. Wonderful job there. Sazbox P4, Liam P5, Luke, a great comeback, by the way, getting himself into P6. Dylan, nice little comeback too to get P8, and Wavy for P8. Dylan P7 and Wavy P8. So FBL Scyther will be your front row. We'll be giving us Sprint Race 2 right after this. So the 5 lights will come on for Sprint Race 2, and we're off and away. And Scyther looks like he has a really nice start. And look at Dylan trying to make an ambitious move, and Wavy and Luke getting together. Wavy and Luke come together. Oh, we got trouble. Oh, we got a big wreck. Well, that was a chaotic little start, to say the least. And good night, Owen. Hard off into the wall. And a VSC at the gate. Oh my god. I'm not sure what the heck happened. I saw Luke and Wavy come together, and then I'm not sure what happened to Luke after that. That was just, wow. I got no answer to that. I really got no answer to that. But anyways, so Scyther is your leader. FBL second. Shaz Blocks up in the third. Liam in fourth. Dylan 5. Bonky 6. Blonde 7. Jack is in 8. As we get her started, waiting for the VSC to end, and off we go. And we have off and underway. Looks like not many challenges by the looks of it. Well, it looks like Blonde might make an attack on Bonky. These two have really been fighting it out all of Sprint Race 1, and they're looking to go again from round 2. Oh, he get held up by Dylan. Point to get held up by Dylan. I think he had a poor exit, and off he goes. Alright, it looks like Dylan's really falling off the pace. I think Dylan's really falling off the pace here. I think he's got severe damage. I think that's what happened. Let's take a look as hopefully his car comes into view. And no, I don't see any damage to him. But anyway, so Scyther leads. We got FBL Sazblocks up in there. I'll be right back in just a second. Alright, looks like Bonky has just got past Sazblocks as it just came back. And Bonky up into P3, but here goes Saz on the inside. And he's got it. Full snap. Full snap back. But he's up in the P. But Shaz just got P3 back. Looks like Luke called the quits too, by the looks of it. Jack up in the P7, Term up in the P8. Good work on him. And Wavy off in turn 8. Wavy not having the best of luck. Caught up in that incident at the start with Luke. And now it's falling away back to the back. But now here goes Scyther on the inside. And there it's leaning away. Bonky battling with Shaz again. Just a little tap. And he has DRS back, and Wavy bails to the pits, and he's done. Third retirement of the event. Shaz up into P4. Blonde right behind P5. Egg in P6. There's a little gap between Egg to Jack and Term. There's Layton, currently in P10. Full-fledged back in racing action. Had an issue with some lags, but he is back. That's what we got there. So, looks like we have an issue again. But anyways, Egg hanging out in P6, all over the back of Blonde to try to get P5. Blonde with Bonkers. Shaz and Bonkers still fighting for P3. This is gonna end really bad. 3 wide. 3 wide into turn 4. This is gonna end bad. Oh my god, they're almost still 3 wide, and Bonky, stuck in the middle, survives, and he's up into P3. Oh no! Oh! Blonde on the inside of Shaz makes contact, and Shaz goes spinning, and Egg caught up in the mess. And oh no! Shaz just gets payback! Shaz just gets payback after Shaz got squeezed in by Blonde and Egg! Oh, that was wild! And there goes Red Eye hard into the wall! Wow! Oh my god, well now Bonkers is definitely safe now. He's got over 2-second lead to Term, and now Egg and Shaz are fighting. Oh Jesus! Looks like Cryptic battling Groggers to try to get that oh, we got a wreck. Oh, more wreck. Typical in the wall, Jack in the wall. Typical in the wall, Jack in the wall, safety car deployed, Cryptic in the wall. Like multiple cars just got in the wall. All fight for that for a P8 where Groggers was sitting. Well, we know there's going to be a few coming in to stop under this safety car. That was just bent in the last minute and a half. Like literally, we just saw Shaz, Blonde, and Bonky going 3 wide for 3 corners. Blonde's sending Shaz into a spin. Shaz getting payback, and then this monkey of a wreck involving, like, literally about 6 of these guys. Alright, so let's take a look at our top 8 now as the field simmers down. So by the looks of it, we have Scyther leading the way, and Layton's coming into the pits. So Scyther is your leader, FPL is second, Bonkers third, Term 4, Egg 5, Shaz Block 6, Blonde 7, and Liam will inherit 8. So this is going to be a bit of a crazy event, to say the least. So, looks like we're going to be going another lap under the safety car before we go back into racing here. And by the looks of it, if that is the case, we are looking at a 3-car dash to the end. A 3-lap dash to the finish. Scyther looking to... I'm thinking he's going to extend his championship lead, especially since his main rivals, one of his main rivals, Luke, has crashed out, and one of his other rivals, which I think, if my memory is right, is Bourbon, failed to score points in Sprint Race 1 after a wet race with a risky gamble. Completely failed on him. And Bourbon actually right now is sitting P13 with a penalty on him. And looking at penalties, by the way, Dylan with 6, Jack with 8, Groggers Bourbon with 3, and Typical with 3. A safety car coming in this time. 3-lap dash to the end. I mean, I have a feeling we easily know Scyther is going to get this win. But the question is, who's going to be second and third? That's going to be a tough call. And off we go. Looks like Term got caught sleeping. Scyther off and away. We're back on the green here in RPL F2. Scyther still maintain that lead. FPL's right with them. And looks like by the looks of it, we will have DRS on the final lap. So FPL, his job, he's gonna have to try to get under a second ahead. And Term gets into the back of Bonky in turn 4. Turn 3, sorry. But Bonky still maintains his grip. He's still good. He's still hanging in P3. And Term is all over the back of him. And just look at that bouncing from Term. It looks like he's having a bit of a porpoising problem. Most likely probably connected with a bit of a lag problem, perhaps, by the looks of it, as he's just dancing away like at a freaking dance club or something. But whoa! This chest gets really loose out of turn 8 and almost stuffed it in a wall, and Leighton takes advantage, so did Blonde. Jazz just falls to the last points position in this race. And Jack now up to 9 seconds of penalties, and he gets the fastest lap. Now he's on the inside of Jazz, and he gets it. Now what will Leighton do? Leighton might be able to try to get at least a couple more spots, because the cars ahead, they have the hard compound tire. Leighton on the softer and faster soft tires. And Chaz just falls out of the points, so did Groggers. Groggers spins out, and looks like there was a collision between the two of them. So Chaz was in chance to get a point, but that's all gone. That is now all gone. And Punky has left. That's not good. He was in third, and that's the end of him. We need to get him back in. That's not good. So now Term just inherited P3. But anyways, final lap now initiated. DRS now enabled. Term just gets a 3-second. But now here comes Jack on the inside of Egg. These guys are fighting it hard. Shaz has went into the pits and is done. And Jack inherits fourth, but he'll lose a lot of places because he has 9 seconds of track limit penalties. Well, he's got 14! Jeez! But Bonky is back, and he's up in P8. That is very, very unfortunate. FBL just loses second to Term. And Leighton falling back to P7 against Blonde. And Blonde is just really keeping him high up on the track. Well, Bonky gets a little loose. Trying to keep it all together. But anyways, as he comes around the final corner, he led it from the start. He's kept it strong, kept it clean too. And Scyther will win RPL F1, and Jack has wrecked it. And Term looks at this after everybody comes into play. FBL takes second, Eggs third, Term 4, Blonde 5, Bonky sitting in 6th. Looks like Leighton 7. Leighton 7, I believe. Cryptic just took P8. So Scyther wins. What a win by Scyther. FBL, by the way, second place. Nice job by him. Yeah, and Term and Egg P3. And literally, look at that. Look at this little field here. As you can see here, look at the ART crew of Egg and Term. They started P17 and P21 for the start of Sprint Race 2, and they get 3rd and 4th. What? That's just wow. So that will conclude Sprint Race 2. Very shortly, we'll have the feature. Alright, so feature. Here we go. As the lights come on to start the feature and the last race of RPL F2, and we are off and away. It looks like Term got a really poor start because literally all these cars just jumped it. All the Honda cars just took P's 1 through 3. Bourbon leading, Luke in second, Jackson in third, Term trying to fight back to get third, as everyone's coming on in. As everyone's just filing into position here. And Owen having some issues. Anyway, so Term, by the way, on the inside, up against Jack. And, yeah, Term's got having some really bad porpoising problems, to say the least. Egg sitting up at P5 now. It looks like we got trouble. Leighton and Groggers had just wrecked. In turn 5, and a VSC out. Leighton and Groggers in trouble. And a VSC deployed. So Bourbon now, so Bourbon is leading, Luke second, Scyther's in fourth, Jack in third. So it's a Honda 1 through 4. Jeez. So should be going back to green very shortly. Let's take a look at actually these tires that these guys are on. It looks like Term and Blonde on the hard, everybody else on the softs, and Cryptic. Looks like Cryptic. Oh, there goes Owen. Off into the wall. And Cryptic, yeah, Cryptic's got damage. Because he bumped into Red Eye and got a 5 second for it. And we're off and away with Luke right on Bourbon's tail. These guys make their way around the last couple of corners to finish lap number 2 now. We want DRS enabled very shortly. There goes Scyther on the inside of Jack. And Jack won't put up a fight. Scyther up in the third now. And off we go. DRS now enabled for these drivers. Here comes Luke on the inside of Bourbon. Last season's champion against the season 2 champion. And Bourbon still maintains that lead. Here comes Scyther as well. Here's Luke on the inside again. And he makes a stick. Luke inherits the lead now. It looks like Bonky is up against Term now. That's for P6. As Bonky trying to figure out a way past Term's porpoising laggy car. In a way. The question is what can he do? Here he goes again. Here comes FBL on the attack. Doesn't see anything there. It looks like Shad's spun out in turn 8. Bonky just a slightly wide as the times start to plummet. Scyther, and here's the fastest lap right now. Now Bonky trying to stay in tune with a Term to see if he can try to get himself into P6, but Term does have DRS to egg. I mean, literally everybody in that top 10 has DRS, as Luke just took the lead back from Bourbon. Here comes Scyther as well on the inside, up against Bourbon. These guys are going really close wheel to wheel here, and Scyther bails out. Doesn't want to risk wrecking his teammates. And oh, egg! Egg is gone. And a safety car deployed. There's Egg right there. And wrecked in turn 4. The question is, did he have help? I mean, last I knew, he was between Jack and FBL. No, he was between Term and there. But anyways, double stacking time for the Honda team. Now, let's see what happens here as Liam. Okay. Well, Liam just put onto the pits and he is done. So, anyways, Wonky is going to come out ahead of a lot of cars. It looks like Bourbon and Jack stuck at the worst of it. And Shaz has gone into the pits and he's called it. And Owen is wrecked on the main straight. So, Term and Blonde staying out. Red Eye also staying out, but Red Eye on the almost soft, so not sure why he didn't come in. He's not coming in. Anyway, so Luke is in 4th, Scyther 5, Bonky 6, FBL 7. Typical in 8, MSQ in 9, and Wavy sitting in P10. And then the rest of the field, it is Bourbon in 11, Jack 12, Dylan in 13th, Owen in 14th, and Cryptic in 15th. So, we're only 5 laps in, 20. We had a VSC for Leighton and Grocker's wrecking in turn 5. Right around turn 5? Yeah. Yeah, right around in turn 5. We have a safety car for Egg wrecking out of turn 5. And Liam and Sazblocks out of the event. They went into the pits and just called it quits. So, only 15 drivers in this race. And, yeah. Only 15 drivers left. As Blonde is finally going to be, not Blonde, and Red Eye is, Blonde is coming in. Blonde is actually going to take a risk and switch. I'm going to take a risk. That's going to put Blonde all the way back at the back in P15. So let's take a look. Oop, wrong button. Let's take a look at the biggest movers and shakers and some of the biggest losers here. So far, the biggest shaker right now is Red Eye going 13 places up. But I mean, he'll be pitting shortly, so he'll lose all that. But currently the biggest mover right now in the active field is Wavy. Sitting in P9, he gained 9 spots since the start of the race. And currently the biggest losers right now out of this active field is Blonde and Bourbon, losing 9. but that could change. Oh, safety car in this lap. Let us see. So, what will Term do? And Red Eye, Red Eye's just dumped it like a moron. So Luke will be second place. Oh, moron. Anyways, off we go. Is he gonna go? Term just waiting until right about the finish line to go. And off we go to continue on. And Luke and Scyther battling it out. Bonky battling with FPL for P4. Typical right in there as well. Wavy hanging out as well, sitting in comfortably in P7. We go on board with Wavy. As let's see what they got going into turn number 4. And there's Jack saying hello, how you doing? And it looks like MSQ and Bourbon sneaking a little 3-wide action. And Jack just popped in out of nowhere, just said hello, how you doing? Gonna sneak right by you. And Wavy now falling into P9 up against MSQN right now. A little snap of oversteer, a little snap of understeer, but Wavy falls to P9 now. Jack up at P7. Jack, Season 8 F2 champion now. And it looks like Typical's gone. And we have another VSC. Looks like Typical has crashed just before turn 6. Was there contact between him, Bonky, and FBL? Because there was. Because that's where Typical was, right between those two. Those two were fighting hard for P4. So now we're back underway. Term, half a second clear. Bonky still bowing FBL. Here comes Jack, making it 3 wide. Oh boy. And bump between the two. Looks like Jack went a little wide. So positions stay as they sit. Contact between FBL and Bonkers, and then contact between Jack and Bonkers. Now it looks like we had trouble. That is Bourbon around. Bourbon in trouble. That's unfortunate. Bourbon's just having a really awful weekend. Looks like, well, here we go again. And there goes FBL. Contact between FBL and Bonky, and FBL gets sent spinning. Jack was there too, so I think that 3 wide really caught FBL out. I don't think there was much Bonky could have done. I mean, you really don't know. This is going to be very interesting, to say the least. looks like a safety car deployed, and oh, we have multiple cars gone. Leon out, Owen out, MSQN out. I wonder what happened there. Yeah, so multiple people out. Quite a lot are out, to say the least. Looks like some people actually stuck around for newer tires. So, yeah, so Luke, Blonde, FBL, Jack, doing a second stop. Let's take a look here at the new biggest movers and shakers now, as FBL has left the lobby. Dylan and Wavy, currently the two biggest movers. Dylan gaining 16 positions and Wavy gaining 13. And Seidler, I think Seidler's disconnected. And, oh, Seidler just got a penalty for ignoring yellow. Well. Well, Silas AI just got a penalty for ignoring yellow. Ah. So Scyther has rejoined. He's in 5th place. And now Scyther is trying to get his spots back. Back in the safety car, yeah, so after having that little malfunction, so he's back in it. Safety car coming in. Oh, hopefully Wavy will rejoin, but anyways, so Scyther and Wavy just got 5-second penalties for ignoring yellow flags for no reason. So those will get removed. No doubt. So, anyway, Scyther takes off. After that little problem there, and Scyther will inherit the lead. Will be off and away. Wavy in pursuit with Dylan right behind. Luke up in a second. Wavy just gets, and Bonky just gets a 3-second penalty. So Scyther will now doesn't have to worry about competition. And Wavy, by the way, will inherit second. If he stays within 3 seconds, Wavy will inherit second place. Dylan just loses it. Oh no, there goes Dylan. Catches up with this corner by Term. And that just went really wrong. Did Dylan get caught on the curb, or did he get help from someone? Did he get help from Luke? I don't know. I couldn't tell. From it. But anyway, oh, there goes FPL. Oh, no, FPL still stays in it, but Term and FPL make contact, and FPL falls all the way to 8th. Cryptic, who was at the back of the field earlier, is already regained up into 7th now. But Luke in pursuit, and Luke weaving a bit excessive to try to keep him back, trying to keep Wavy back. Maybe, I don't know. But that might be a bit of a warning for that. Oh, hello. That was Term. That was Term that went airborne. That was Term that just went airborne. Oh, Term went airborne. Good lord. And Bourbon disconnects. Good lord above, to say the least. Anyway, so Scyther leading the way. Bonky sitting in second. Luke is sitting in third. Wavy 4. Cryptic sitting in 5th. Jack 6. FBL 7. Dylan 8. Blonde sitting 9th. And Red Eye in 10th place right now. Now DRS enabled. Bonky looks like he'll have some trouble. Here he's got Luke gaining on him. And looks like Jack just cleared Cryptic. Oh, Luke! A little late on the brakes. Just really goes wide to avoid hitting Bonkers. And Bonkers just gets loose out of the exit of the corner. Here we go again as they bail their way into turn 4. And Luke gets a little oversteer, gets saved a little bit by Bonkers. Just caught that little angle there. Good lord. But anyways, Cryptic now battling with FBL for P6. And it looks like Cryptic is in an okay spot. Luke just took second from Bonky. And Wavy just joins the 3-second penalty club now. As they come across, Scyther 1.3 seconds clear of Luke, and Bonky still in hot pursuit. As these laps tick down, only 4 to go as Blonde gets clear of Dylan for P8, by the way. And it looks like FBL is going to be harassing the heck out of Jack to try to get P5. And Cryptic just hanging in the wings, just waiting. He's just waiting for a chance to get good positioning here. Anyways, as these guys are going around, Bonker still hanging in P3 right now. class. These guys are working their best. And Luke in pursuit of Scyther. These two championship leader. These two fighting for a championship. Where will Luke go as he goes down the outside? Softer tires playing a big factor here. And Luke takes the lead from Scyther, but Scyther's fighting back. On board, but Luke just inherits the lead. And now there'll be 2 laps to go. Can Scyther close that gap and make it work? Wavy just gets another 3-second penalty now. Well, at this current point, Wavy will fall to P6. It looks like we have trouble. That is Dylan. Dylan has spun out. But Dylan was hanging out in P. What was he? He was hanging out in near P7, P8, and now he's fallen all the way down to P10. But Boggy's still beside the trying to catch up to get there, and Dylan has gone to the pits. He's retired. Why? Why would he do that? He knows. Does Dylan not realize that he still has a chance to win? He still would have gotten a point? I think that was a poor choice on Dylan's part. He just gave up P10. He would have had a point, but he just gave it up. But now, we're in the final lap now. Can Scyther muster up something to win? And Luke gets really loose out of it. Out of turn 1. Here comes Scyther down the inside. Will he make a move? No, he's waiting. Waiting. Here he goes. He makes the move. Little bump between the two. But Scyther still has DRS enabled. He's got to make this move now. Can he do it? Can he get the win? Luke covers him off. Oh. What the heck? The game just crashed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The game crashed. That's bull. That's bull. The game just crashed on me. Are you kidding me? That was not right. We just saw. I would have seen a freaking awesome finish to the end, and this. What? That's not. Ah.
Thank you. I need a moment.
Well, I don't even know what happened. So, I have no idea what happened. So, yeah, I don't even know who won, so I don't know who won, so, because I didn't get to see the end because the thing crashed. But apparently, Bonkers won. Scyther was got second. Jack third. FBL 4, Blonde 5, Wavy 6. Apparently, Cryptic just got 20 seconds, 20-second penalty. Apparently. Not sure, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened, so yeah. So yeah, stupid game decided to crash right at the last lap, which was very stupid. So, yeah, so I'll conclude F2 for this one, and join me later for F1.